going on, everybody? This is one of our bitty brooders right here. This is one for the second stage chicks from 5 weeks on up to around 7-8 weeks. We hold them in here, and then they leave from here and get put on the ground. As you can see, they are at the time we mix them. What I mean by that is we take them, so we add into here, right? So we'll have some 4 or 5 week old chicks we'll put in here, and depending on when they come out the incubator, how old they are, we will incorporate them in here until, basically what I'm saying is, not all of these chicks are the same age. They will constantly get rotated through different brooders. Once these right here, and there is some that's already the age, they're actually about to get moved out and put on the ground. Once they get to that around 7-8 weeks old age, we'll put them on the ground into our ground brooder to, you know, around there, around 10-12 weeks old, and then that's when they'll get a little bit more free range. They'll be big enough to defend themselves. We try our best to make sure we save as many as we can. We do not like losing chicks to predators. And around here in these woods, hawks, coyotes, foxes, they run rampant out here, and snakes, and big old black snakes that take out a chicken. So, and you got to worry about your other chickens, you know, them getting in other chickens' pens and getting killed by roosters and hens. So we try our best to get them, and before we release them on the ground, they're big enough to basically stay out of other chicken pens. They can't squeeze through the wire. Big enough to basically defend themselves. Big enough to withstand the rain if it rains a lot, because you know rain is devastating to young chicks, and if it's too young without their mom, they'll just basically get waterlogged and die. So we try to negate all that as much as we can. I mean, nothing's perfect, stuff happens, you know, but that's the way we run the biz. You can see they're all piled up back there at the back of underneath that light. Them brooder lights, you have to watch out, because one day it'll be working fine. The next day, that light will be unscrewed a little bit and won't be making a full connection. Thus, the light will be out, and if a rainstorm like this comes up and they get wet, they all huddled up together, they can die. So, you got to make sure. When I was feeding them today, I noticed it was flickering, so I had to turn it off, wait for it to cool down, and tighten it back up. I knew it was loose, and so I got it plugged back up after that rainstorm went by. So they all now, for the little ones that did get wet, they in there trying to dry off and whatnot. And but yeah, so for about half of these, it's time for them to come out, and they will hit the ground brooder. And so I just wanted to show you all that, you know, a little thing we do, man, how we do it. Everybody does theirs different, but this works for us, and we've been running it like this for the last, I say, 5-6 years steadily. Probably a little bit longer than that, probably the last 7-8 years. We tried all different kind of brooders, and this is the one that's worked the best for us, you know. So do what works. I tell people, do what works. Don't matter what nobody says or what nobody thinks about your operation. As long as it works for you and gives you the satisfying results that you want, go for it, guys. Do you, and everything else can go on. Appreciate you.